I can see the screen. Oh, hello. We're surrounded by stuffs. So,
I may have acquired a little bit of stash.
welcome to Two Tangled Skeins.
It's not all
Sue.
for me!
I know. I had to help her carry it from the car. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7. Today we are Saturday, April 30th, and this is episode 157. I'd like to welcome new and returning viewers.
I'm Lynn, also known as Toll Baby. I'm replacing Selma this week because she was here last week and I wasn't. So we're trading off, but hopefully next week we'll both be here. Yeah. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, our blog at twotangleskins.com, our Ravelry group, our Facebook group, and Instagram.
We're all the places. Almost.
We don't Periscope yet.
And we don't Periscope and we don't iTunes.
No, and I don't really have any desire to Periscope.
I created an account and I went to see, but it's like, unless you're watching it while they're doing it, it's like, eh.
Well, it's like Juliana did a live Facebook video yesterday, and I just happened to be scrolling by while she was doing it, so I was like, oh, cool! And she responded to me in the video, and I'm like, yeah, and that's why I don't like Periscope.
Yep.
I get too distracted, so...
Well, and they're distracted while they're talking to you and saying hi to everybody.
That's why I don't like watching Periscope, but yeah, I wouldn't want to... Well, I wouldn't want to present on a media forum that I don't enjoy watching.
No.
Or enjoy participating in, so...
No. So we're going to do things a little different this week. We're going to start with stash.
Because neither one of us has anything to knit on right now. Really prepared podcasters. And there's so much
the landing.
Stash. So much stash.
I'm going to put this away. So, where do we start?
Well, I went to Chicago last week.
We're kind of going to do them in tandem.
Yes, because I brought back stash for everybody.
Yeah, she's like, I got a lot of stuff to bring in. I'm like, well, I will help you. So, walking up the sidewalk, and I've got like 3 bags in my hands. She's carrying a box, and I said to my husband, can you tell she's been to Chicago?
Every day we were there, we got packages. And there were already 3 packages waiting for me. Plus, on the way to Chicago, I stopped off and had lunch with Sarah from the Canadian Knitter podcast, who is TrueCanuckGirl on Ravelry. I kidnapped Tanya, who is a very, very, very good friend of the podcast, and kidnapped her and brought her to Chicago with me.
She's the enabling queen?
Yes. She is Celestia22 on Ravelry.
Sweetest girl ever.
We're still trying to talk her into having a podcast, but she wouldn't even appear on screen with me to record while I was down there, so we're working on it slowly.
She can do it.
She could do it.
You can do it, Tanya.
Yes. Because we want to see your face.
Mm-hmm. More than we do every day of the week.
I was going to say we already see your face every day, but...
we want everybody else to see your face.
Yeah! We want people to understand how awesome Tanya is. And she is. Mm-hmm. Super, super awesome. Mm-hmm. So, and then on the way back, we stopped in Grand Blanc, I think, Michigan, and met up with Tara. I don't remember Tara's username.
Green Gal MI.
Green Gal MI. And Andrea, who is the cat lady from the Cat Lady podcast, and we had lunch with them. And so everybody was giving me stuff for everybody else. I came back with a trunk full of stuff, just stash.
Yeah, so we'll hopefully get to the knitting.
We managed to squeeze Tanya, because I also had a big box from Knit Picks, which I only brought 1 skein of today. It was the rest of the yarn I need for my cousin's blanket. So I had 2 big boxes and a whole bunch of bags. Tanya's suitcase just fit the trunk. All my stuff had to go in the back seat. So,
give me a sec.
We got a little bit of stash.
It moved, so we're
moved?
not really centered anymore.
Excuse
Sorry
us.
if you're getting sickness, but I had to.
You could have paused.
Nope.
Okay.
We can cut it out.
All right. Mm-hmm. So, why don't we start chronologically as we were coming down the highway? So the first bit of stash I picked up is from Sarah.
Oh, Sarah.
So we got some lovely minis from Sarah. Selma, all your stuff is over here on the desk because, yeah.
Look at the lighting.
I know. And I love these 2 variegated ones. They're very similar but very different at the same time.
The brown and the yellow will look amazing side by side. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Because
Selma, your camp prize is sitting over here.
We don't have enough minis ever. Okay, where do we put everything?
There's
Over
no
here.
such thing as enough minis. Well, I have couch space off to my left, so
I have a little bit.
And then we went to visit with Tanya, and the bag of Tanya minis. Okay, mine's ginormous, but that's because I got candy. These are my Tanya minis. And some tea.
These are mine.
All the minis. No Kit Kat for her.
And then there's teas back here.
But that's okay, because you guys got candy from Andrea, and I didn't.
I don't know. I didn't open Andrea's package, but thanks.
I told you. I said mine doesn't have candy. Yours does.
Right. You think I listen to you when you talk?
Well, you know.
I try.
And then I got to Chicago.
Okay.
And this package was waiting for me.
This package? Do you want a lint roller?
No, it's okay. Sorry. It's actually, because Brandi has more cats than I do.
4?
4 now. She didn't have 4 when she made this for me. But I get to Chicago, and this package is waiting for me from Brandi, who is Eat My Yarns on Ravelry. She does not have a podcast. We're working on that too. Because everybody has to have a podcast.
Well, yeah.
So Brandi had made these lovely bags for us.
And we're going a little
Excuse me.
closer so you can see. And it's got a green zipper.
And green fabric on the inside.
Wait till you see how loud it is.
You know, the second I opened it, I was like, the one with the green zipper is Sue's, right? And she was like, yes, because we were VKNing when we opened them.
Love it.
Mine has the exploding TARDIS with
I wasn't
Gallifreyan writing on it, and I love it so, so, so much. Jen, who is Stormcoast of the Uncreative Crafter podcast, has a matching bag from Brandi.
Yes.
And I think Selma and Mandy have matching bags.
And
Because
then
Selma, you've got one too?
in my bag, I'm a Maryland fanatic. So these are pins. Like, there are not words.
I got a bunch of tea. Mostly caramel and vanilla. And,
Yeah, those teas look amazing.
Ooh, that looks good.
2 little minis.
But I got lots of tea this weekend.
And then what I kind of forgot about this. I had asked for
I got
one.
some little minis too.
Because she makes
Needle minders.
And I had asked for one.
Sorry. Excuse
And
me.
I had asked her how to do with them, where to get the supplies, and she's like, dude, send me a picture. So, that's the first one.
Sorry. Crinkle, crinkle.
That's the second one.
I got one, and I love
You
it.
tell I'm a Maryland fanatic. And these magnets stick.
Oh yeah, they're very strong magnets. I actually took them off the needle minders that she gave me last time and put them on my fridge. She gave me spares. Like I had extras of a little thingy. So those are now my fridge magnets because they will hold anything up. And she had made mascots for all the camp leaders. So that's mine.
Yep.
My little ermine.
I have mine. It's over there.
Did you see my whatever floats your stove that my son posted?
No.
It was an ermine jumping over a snowbank, and it looks like it's in flight.
Oh.
And it says whatever floats your stoat, because ermines are called stoats when they're not white.
Okay.
They only turn white in winter. The rest of the time they're brown, so the rest of the time they're called stoats. So that's Brandi stuff. I also had a package from the lovely Jessica. Yes, another podcaster. If we were playing the drinking game today, we would be having to stop 10 minutes in to go pee. Jessica sent me...
You know, you guys can play the drinking game.
Well, it's a little too late to mention it now.
True.
But Jessica, who is Saranova of the Saranova Crafts podcast, sent me 4 skeins of lovely, lovely yarn. I believe this is... no, I was wrong. This is Louisa Harding yarns. It's Amitola. And I've got 2 colorways, and I've got 2 skeins of each. She was knitting. Wait till you see this.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
This beautiful,
Why don't I jump on that?
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scarf. Sorry. I can't remember the name of the pattern right now. I'd have to go look in her stash. She was knitting this scarf, and she decided that she did not like knitting with singles, because these yarns are both singles. It's so soft and so squishy and so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, I think I'm going to frog it and just toss the yarn. And I'm like, no, don't frog that. And she said, why? And I said, I'll finish it. So she plopped the whole thing in an envelope and mailed it off to Rob's. So this is the cast on edge. She put it on waist yarn for me. And it is the most gorgeous thing.
It is.
I love it. And I can't wait to get started working on that. It may have to be a fall project, though, because I got lots to do. So, yes, she basically said, yeah, she sent me the needle size she was doing, and she says it doesn't matter. You might have to fudge it a little bit, but yes. So, that's my package from Jessica.
Pretty awesome.
Put that down here. And because I can't resist temptation, she's a great bag lady now.
It's gorgeous.
I bought the
Carrie
bag.
Carrie from Freckled Whimsy.
Yes, Carrie Lynn made me this. Well, okay, she didn't make it for me, but she had this lovely bag in her shop. The butterflies, and I don't know if you can see the bottom fabric. It's dark blue with a little bit of white writing on it.
Lynn
it
broke down.
is so beautiful. The second she posted, I was like, so I spent money I didn't have.
As one does.
Well, one tries not to, but I couldn't help it in this case. It was my one big splurge.
That was one of your moments when you want to reach in the screen and go, mine.
Excuse the crinkle.
Do it really quick.
Like a Band-Aid. Except I can't get it all out really quick.
Sorry.
So
she redid her cards. Really nice.
So she sent me this lovely little postcard of a fairy, which is super pretty. And it's got the detachable handle, which I use for my keys from the other one that she made me. So look at this, at how beautiful this is. Right up my alley. Oops. Oh, the zipper's popped. See, that's actually popped out of the...
Yeah, so let me work on that.
Yeah, you do that.
There you go.
So here is her card.
There you go.
And on the back it says, thank you to the moon and back, down to the dirt. And she sent me these little candies that my kids are going to very much enjoy. And the inside is all that dark blue fabric.
And what's the best thing about that bag when you use it?
It stands up. It's got a flat bottom. It stands up and it's stiff interfacing on the top.
Tall.
It's very tall, and you can actually fold it over
Awesome.
to make yourself a little yarn bowl to knit out of. Because the interfacing on the bottom is not as thick as the interfacing on the top, and it is such a... I love it so much. Thank you, Carrie. So that was my...
Do you want your crinkle back?
Impulse purchase. No, I tossed it behind me.
It's dropped on the floor now.
Oh, okay. So that was my impulse purchase. And on the receipt, I won't show you that part. She says, thank you, Lynn. Say hi to Sue and Selma.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did when I fell for the Christmas fabric with the foxes on it. I was just like, I need that. I don't have the money, but I need that. Cha-ching on the credit card.
Pay attention to what you're doing with the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
There.
I'm having a day.
Just hold it tighter.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm really bad.
Zippers do that sometimes.
I'm a zipper ruiner. I kill zippers. But it seems to be working out.
It's
so,
like...
I love this blue fabric. It's so pretty.
Gorgeous.
It's mine.
I need to find out where to get tags. Maybe I'll ask her. Because I tried the iron-on ones. They peel off.
Yeah.
And so I ordered just the regular sew-on ones, but...
then you have to sew it on.
Well, not only do you have to sew it on, you have to glue it first and then sew it.
Oh,
so I should have just...
But
yeah, because if you don't, it moves around and the thread's crooked.
Okay. So we had this outing while we were in Chicago. Rob had to go to Temple because he was participating in the service on Saturday morning. And Tanya came with us. And so as a reward afterwards, because sitting through service when you don't understand 3/4 of what they're saying, although she is convinced that the rabbi switched into English more often than she would normally do, because she realized that there were people in the audience who didn't understand. I don't know if she did or not, but yeah. It can be pretty boring if you don't get what they're talking about. And so she sat through a service, so I rewarded her with a trip to the yarn store and a trip to the cross-stitch store, both of which are... One is near the temple, and the other one is near Rob's house. So I didn't buy anything at the yarn store. Well, that's not true. But I didn't buy anything for me at the yarn store. But the lady who runs the yarn store... I was standing at the counter while Tanya was still petting things. And Rob was helping her pet things. So He kept going, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice.
He's not any help.
No.
It's not how big your stash is, it's how you store it. Engineer.
And the lady at the cash was super impressed with that. She was like, because Tanya was like, oh, I have too much yarn. And Rob said, there's no such thing. And the lady at the cash was like, and I'm like, yeah, I know.
You need to keep that one.
But I was standing at the cash while I was actually purchasing the stuff I had bought for Tanya, and she didn't know. So we were standing at the counter, and I noticed something on the counter that we had been sent a long time ago for review, and like back when Carrie was still on the podcast. Yeah. And I said, oh, it's so unfortunate. We were sent some of those, but none of us liked them. And I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to badmouth this company. I'm sure some people love these things.
She has a lot of sales, so obviously they're popular to some people.
Yes, they weren't to our taste.
Yep.
So I saw them on the counter. And I said, oh, it's too bad. We got some of those for review, but none of us liked them. And she goes, that's where I know you from. You have a podcast. And I was like, you don't remember me from the 12 or 15 times I've been in the store?
Maybe you just had to say that for her to click.
She didn't. She had no idea I'd ever been in the store before, but yeah, she recognized us from the podcast, so it's kind of weird. I go to Wisconsin and people recognize me from the podcast. It still weirds me out, and Tanya was like, that's so cool, I'm shopping with a celebrity. I'm like, yeah.
Well, it's kind of like the time in the store here, Wabi Sabi.
That was really funny because I worked across the street. The place where I was working was literally across the street from this yarn store. Well, I walk in on my lunch hour to get needles, and this lady from across the store, it's not a big store, it's about the size of this room actually, went, I know your podcast! And I was like, it weirds me out every time. But, you know, if you do see me out in the wild, say hi.
So I will be weirded out.
I'm weirded out by running into people I know anywhere, so... When it's somebody I don't know,
she
it's
won't
just
remember
a little
you
weirder.
because she's not good with faces, so she'll never remember you.
Although I could pick Shannon out of the lineup now, even with her natural hair, which is gorgeous, by the way, Shannon. I love all the colors you use.
Yeah,
whether it's natural or not, I love it all. She's got such nice hair.
I know.
Sorry, tangent.
Squirrel.
Shannon is Minerva Turkey.
Yes.
Sorry. So then we went to the cross-stitch store. One thing you'll notice about Tanya is that she never buys anything for herself. We went to the yarn store and she bought yarn for somebody else. We went to the cross-stitch store and she bought me this. Look at this thing. Isn't it beautiful?
She's our VKN enabler.
She's an enabler. She's an incredibly generous, fantastic person. And, okay, so it's not the same designer because mine's from Canada. But, and I forgot the pattern that I bought myself. Because, again, bad podcaster. So
Beautiful.
This is Brodeuse Bressan, which is that's the company. The pattern is called Twisted Star, and it's mostly black work. But I love it. Well, black work, red work, whatever you want to call it. It's mostly backstitch. There's very little actual cross-stitching. I think only the large blue stars are cross-stitch. So it's right up my alley. I love it. And, because she saw me oohing and ahhing over it, and then she bought it.
Not like you didn't do that in the yarn store.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't intending on buying any yarn. I mean, I know that I'm on a yarn diet, so... And Sue, I brought a little something back for Sue. It's not a pattern, but...
No. Yes. It's a green pen from this cross-stitch store, which is called the Black Cat Stitchery. And it's green!
And I'll show this because poor Tanya forgot it in the car. This is Sarah's pen. Because she thought that Sarah needed a pen called the Black Cat.
Leave it here because I'll be mailing out the camper progress keepers.
So that happened. Oh yes, and I forgot to mention the very first... Before I even got in the... Well, no, it was halfway down to Chicago. When I stopped to kidnap Tanya, she gave me this lovely skein of yarn from Leading Men Fiber Arts. This gorgeous stuff. Sue is super jealous. But it's mine.
Not my colors. I'm just saying Leading Men Fiber Arts.
It is called Drag Queen. It's on their show stealer base. It's 435 yards of superwash merino, cashmere, and nylon. It's super squishy. I love it. Thank you. And she gave me this cute little progress keeper that says I don't do mornings. I told her that was more Sue than me, but yes.
Yeah.
Deny it.
No, I'm not going to deny it because my husband posted something on Facebook once and it was this caricature with coffee. So waking up in the morning, straight face. Drinking the coffee, straight face. After the coffee, straight face. And he's like, that's you.
Yeah, pretty much. Coffee doesn't improve things. Well, I wouldn't say that. You grow a little bit less after coffee.
Yeah.
Before coffee, she's like...
My eyes stay open.
Monosyllables. That's like you get grunting in monosyllables. That's it.
Yep.
So, I got another package while I was in Chicago, but I think we're going to leave that one for last because it's a big package. And then I stopped off in Grand Blanc, and we had lunch with the lovely Tara, who is Green Gal MI, and Andrea. Tara had these cute little minis for us.
It's Northbound Knitting. The extra green.
Yeah, well, now I'm sorry I gave it to you. See, Tara, I gave it to her. Because Tara said she gave me 3 bags of minis. She was actually winding them and labeling them at the restaurant.
As one does.
She's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't have these prepared. And I'm
this is the extra Northbound Knitting Superwash Merino in Ivernia.
She said there's an extra mini in Sue's bag. I said, okay, well, she may get it. She may not. She got it. She said, I'm going to watch the podcast. And I'm like, you don't scare me. So now you get to open your thingy.
I didn't open it, Andrea. I waited.
Yes.
I'm
And Selma, there's one for you too.
So, I love the ribbon. I will be reusing that.
Good, you can have mine too.
Thank you.
Okay. It says, Happy Earth Day, really Merry Christmas extra late. She made us these little pouches, and unfortunately it can't close right now because the tea bags are too big inside it.
Mine's,
Yeah, she's got a tote bag. And a little pouch.
Now I have 2 Minion tote bags and they're not the same. It's freaking awesome. Sorry.
So I've got some sweet tangerine positive energy and some apricot vanilla cream tea.
It's beautiful.
Which
These are
so good.
gorgeous.
Yep.
Very
now that I've
well
taken
made.
the tea out, you can see they snap shut.
Wait.
Yeah, you got a Minion.
He's a magnet! Oh my god.
Mine's different.
And then...
I got a little Hulk.
Oh, that's what I should do with the Minion I made.
I got
Put a
the little
magnet
Hulk.
on it. I love it.
I'm going to put this in my bedroom because otherwise my daughter will swipe it. Maybe I'll bring it to my mom's. Because, let me tell you, my niece and nephew, those mustaches that you made me last time, Andrea, my niece and nephew play with those constantly.
Crackle chocolate. Mr. Goodbar.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Never heard of them before.
Oh, they're the Hershey's minis. The Crackle is the Rice Krispie one. That's peanuts.
Oh. And, conversation hearts. That brings back memories.
There's a little heart progress keeper.
Mine's green.
I hadn't even seen that. Apparently I didn't dig deep enough while we were there.
You know what? I love that this part is really tall. So when you fold it down, it folds with it.
Yep, there's a little bit of...
That is genius. When she was making... Well, when you were making these, Andrea, you were asking if we'd like them, and we're all like, yes, please. I love it.
Wrong hand. Mine is little orange, red, and purple polka dots, and hers is this really nifty paisley rainbow.
Yeah.
And Selma, you get to see yours when you get here. Because none of that stuff is going to work. She has to open it on the podcast.
Okay.
That's what you get for not showing up. That's why I had a problem. She had the tea in this way, and I put it back in the wrong way. So that's why it didn't fit. Sorry, Andrea. I'm a bit of a doof. So, all my lovely things from Andrea. Because I was like, why doesn't it close? I know I opened the snap to get it out of there. So that was the lovely things from... Shush. I'll take those back.
No.
I almost busted in them the other day because there was no food in the house when I got back from Chicago. And I hadn't gone for groceries yet. And so the first day...
Those meaning?
Yes. I brought her back some Oreos.
These are so
Crinkle, crinkle.
Yep.
Right next to the microphone.
I really don't care.
And there's also a pack of cream cake, which is chocolate frosting with a little bit of white frosting in the middle.
You better find those.
They're somewhere. They're either in my suitcase or in
I'm
the
just
car.
amazed that they make it to me and the kids don't eat them.
Oh, I told my daughter if she touched them, she was dead. I make no promises. She may have touched them in the middle of the night, but I don't think so. They still looked sealed. Mm-hmm. Although that might be where the third pack disappeared to. I don't know. I don't think so, though. They're pretty good about not touching stuff when I say it's not for them. So, yeah, because Sue really likes Oreos and I really don't. So that's the only reason they're still safe. Because Tuesday, I ended up having ramen noodles for breakfast. Because there was nothing else in the house. Nothing. I could have made quinoa or something, but there wouldn't have been anything to put in it. So I was like, if I'm going to eat something plain and boring, it's going to be ramen. And I tell you, I came really close to busting into one of those packs of Oreos because I was so hungry before we went for groceries that night. Yeah. I may have bought a little too much at the grocery store because I was starving.
Yeah, well, that happens.
Okay. So, and Andrea knit a pair of socks for Tanya and tossed me the leftover mini. So I have a little bit of Tanya's socks.
Are these the socks she got in the mail?
No.
And
no, she had no idea. Andrea handed them to her when we got there.
What was the sock she got?
That was Amanda.
Amanda, right.
Amanda.
Oh, so she got surprised with socks.
And
see, Tanya?
She was totally floored.
We can't keep secrets.
Well, once in a while.
Yeah.
So I got the leftover mini from the socks. I'm just going to stick all this back in here just because there's so much of it. The little card. Okay.
26 minutes in and we're still not done.
No, now we're about to get into the worst of it. I have a friend in Seattle. Another Sarah. I know too many Sarahs and too many, what was it? Too many Amandas, too many Sarahs, too many Chris's. I'm just surrounded by them. So, my friend Sarah in Seattle.
Huge box on the floor.
Big box. She runs Seattle Sky Dye Works. I'll show you. Yeah, okay. So, she runs Seattle Sky Dye Works. I don't know if you guys remember, but several months ago when she first started her business, I bought this lovely bump of gray fiber called Seattle Sky, was the colorway, from her, and she sent us some shawl pins and other stuff, so she sent me more stuff. She had been planning to for a while, so she sent us, and you guys are lucky because she sent us some stuff for you guys too. She sent us 2 skeins of her Ville base in the Sound colorway. So we've got 2 skeins of this. Sue's getting one. And we have 2 skeins of her Mismated base in the Grunge colorway. This gorgeous grayish blue. Just beautiful. So she sent us 2 skeins each. So one of them is going to be for a giveaway. One of them is going to be for Selma. We'll let her pick which one she wants. And she also sent us, and I just tossed my bottle cap on the floor, some shawl pins. These are both mother of pearl. She sent us some stitch markers. The little blue mushrooms are just adorable.
And some buttons.
Some galaxy buttons, and these are her Lotus stitch markers.
Okay, I'm not comfortable anymore. It's okay.
Reposition.
I am.
And she was having a fabric destash.
Must have cost a bloody fortune.
Well, it cost quite a bit to ship.
Yeah, even just to the States.
Yep.
Selma's going to pick that.
So,
we're going to go through fabric now.
I got some fabric. And this is going to be my fabric to learn to sew with. And whatever, because there's a lot of it. A lot of it. Most of this stuff is a whole yard. Some of it I've got more than a yard. Some of it I've got a little bit less. So, and it's all cotton. So I've got this lovely stuff.
Do you know if it's washed? Yeah, it's frayed.
Yes. She's washed it.
Yeah, you can tell by the phrase.
A lot of this has already been used. This is just gorgeous. It's brown with these cute little blue flowers on it. It's even got still got the selvage on it. I've got a little bit of this stuff. I love this one. The hats.
I just want to see a bigger picture of it.
It's hats and flowers. It's so cute.
That's really nice.
I've got this gorgeous rainbow stuff.
You might not see Lynn once the fabric's patent up.
Yeah, this is just interfacing, so not super exciting. This is a bunch of purples that she had bought for a quilting project. They're literally 3 or 4 different purples.
Like fat quarters?
I don't know if they're fat quarters or how that worked, but I've got 3 different purple fabrics that all sort of go together.
Yeah, they are, but she's cut them in half.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was doing a quilting project and never ended up using this bit a bit. I've got the same in blues. I've got 4 different blues that are also strips, go together, sort of thing. I think I've got a couple of greens. Oh my goodness, I've got like a whole rainbow in here. So I've got a couple of greens that went together.
Yep.
I've got some yellows. 3 different yellows.
She's got the rainbow.
I do. And I didn't even realize that. I've got some oranges. Yeah, it really never occurred to me that that's what that was.
I have this fabric if anybody recognizes it.
Yep, she's already got at least 1 bag in her shop with that. If it hasn't already been sold.
It's gone.
And I've got 3 reds that I just completely took apart. So, sorry, this is a little more messy. But I've got these
cute
reds. So that's my rainbow. This stuff is gorgeous. This is flannel. It's so soft. Touch.
Mm-hmm. Can make yourself a pillowcase.
I don't like flannel.
Okay.
And this is also flannel. Little dinosaurs.
You hear basketballs bouncing, it's because we have the
we have the windows open. This stuff is beautiful.
Selma literally just bought something almost identical to that at the fabric sale today.
Look at this. No, you don't get any. Nope. I will go after it.
I'm just pulling
Nope.
you. Pretty.
So, I've got so much more. So there's that. I think I only have the 2 pieces of flannel. These 3 seem to go together. They're all like taupey colors.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got this sort of plain mottled one. I've got this darker one that's got the mauve in the lighter bits. And I've got this one.
Mm-hmm.
I've got this stuff, which is citrus fruits. You can sort of see the yellow.
It's interesting.
I've got the polka dotty one. These were apparently for kids' clothes. They're still cotton, but yeah, they're
like,
well, you can see the patterning.
Tops.
Yeah, you can see the patterning. No, it's not the stuff for halter tops.
Okay.
This is literally just, it's cotton with an embossed pattern on it.
Okay.
I love, love, love this one. I like the watercolor look. And it's dragonflies. I love it. There's more. There's this plain blue. It's sort of a tealy color because when you look at the edges you can see it looks more green than blue, but it's purple and green woven together. Because the other selvage edge is purple.
Oh, right.
So it's purple and green. Well, purple and teal woven together, and it makes it look blue, but when you really look at it, you can see the purple and teal bits. I've got this lovely stuff. That is a very thick cotton. Some of these are much, much thinner cottons, but this is a nice, thick, almost canvasy one.
Mm-hmm.
I've got pears. I just want to see a little bit more of that because it's really cute. And they're upside down, of course, because they're right side up on my side. Isn't that cute?
Mm-hmm.
So much fabric. Because there's more. We're nearing the end, though. I'm getting close to the bottom. This is some of the super thin cotton stuff.
Yeah, that's like inside of bags and stuff. Yeah.
This one is amazing. It's actually
embroidered.
It's almost like a, I don't know if it's Indian I'm looking for, but it's got like little holes in it in the embroidery and stuff. Like you can actually see through it in some places. But it's this beautiful, beautiful stuff. I could see a skirt in that, like a long skirt. But it's so pretty and so nice. And the embroidery is super shiny. There's more. She wasn't kidding. Oh! It's pink Ada cloth. A really, really, really ginormous piece of pink Ada cloth. So Mandy, if you would like some of this, let me know.
I was just going to say that is like, man.
Because it's a really big piece.
Yep.
It's huge.
She must have bought a roll.
She must have. Well, we used to be able to get it off the roll at Bouclair. Back when I started cross-stitching, I used to just go to Bouclair and I could get white and off-white Ada cloth in whatever size I wanted because they had big rolls of it. And I would be perfectly okay with cutting some of this up. But it is...
Yeah, she did like the pink that I sent
I think
her.
it's hand-dyed because it's sort of a mottled pink. But, yeah, I think it's 14 count. It's very nice and soft. Mm-hmm. Sorry, it's all starting to slide.
That's okay. I don't think she's done.
I'm not done. There's 2 more pieces. I've got this lovely stuff that I just love. They remind me of dandelion bursts.
Yes.
And there's
the only way
more.
you like dandelions is on a fabric.
Eh. Oh, no, I love dandelions. They feed bees. Look at the roosters. It's yellow with a blue print on it, and it's just beautiful. It's lovely. And it's roosters. I love roosters. Yes, that way. That's it. That's the big box of fabric.
Do you have any other stash? Because I still have my stash.
Nope. I think I'm good.
Okay.
That's all I got.
I got my mini package from our year-long mini swap. And my partner, who is Michele, KYSpinner on Ravelry, was from Kentucky. So she sent me that postcard. And then she sent me, and it was really hard to get a picture of these for Instagram. They're sheep clips.
Oh, they're so cute.
Sheep clips, but if you take it out, it's for your office. It's the ones that you can put into the side of your wall of your cubicle. I can't get it. There you go. And they're sheep. I just thought they were gorgeous. I have to bring them to work.
That's so cool. I can't believe I got a whole rainbow.
Yeah, and a rainbow. And then she sent me more minis than I'm going to know what to do with. Sorry, crinkling. I'm not even...
Well, you know.
I know.
If you have too many minis.
I'm not going to go through them all because, you know, this
podcast that was pretty.
Take forever. But...
Oh, and they're more than 5 grams, too.
Here's my bouquet. Yeah. They're nice. I like them. I'm not going to put that back in there. Then... Selma and I placed an order.
Did you show the postcard?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We placed an order for yarn from Germany because you can't get this here. It's called Berger de France. And I got 2 colorways. One is called jaune. The other one is called khaki. And one is for me and one is for my husband. And I'm sure you can figure out which is which.
Actually, he'd wear the jaune, so.
He'd wear either. So I got... Actually, it didn't cost me...
Are you sure we can't get that here?
No. Selma. Laine de Berger, yes, not Berger de France.
I'm fairly certain that the store in Aylmer carries that, but I'm not sure.
Maybe.
I'd have to go in.
Okay.
Yarn down!
Then, last Saturday after we podcasted...
Oh my.
Yeah, Selma wanted to go to Pocket Textiles, and I got a killer of a deal. So I've got several fabrics that are... So double this for $3 each. So there's this one.
Sorry if you can hear singing. That's her daughter in the kitchen.
24/7. Then there's this one.
I like that one.
Yeah. I bought zippers to match. Sorry, everything.
What'd you hit me for?
I don't know. I said sorry. And there's this one.
I wasn't grabbing. Now you can hit me.
No, I slipped. And then there's
She's just so used to whapping me.
There's a reason I didn't buy any fabric at
the fabric sale
today.
Oh, that one's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. This is the other side.
Pocket Textiles has way nicer fabric than Fabricland.
And I mean, they're big pieces. It's basically like probably half a yard. Or I don't know how you...
That one's pretty.
This is going to be the outside of the bag. Is that not just It's canvassy.
Aha, so you don't like it when I do it.
Let go. And this is the last one.
That's cute.
Yeah, so I don't want to hit you in the face. And
You
I
sure?
lied. I did get something at the fabric sale. And basically I saw it and I said, Selma, can you lend me the money? I will pay you back. Brace yourself, and there's a few of you that I know that are watching that are going to be calling me. I got 3.5 meters.
Oh my goodness, you got a lot of that. Well, whoever had it before you wears very strong perfume.
Yeah.
You can smell it coming off
So
the fabric.
I got 3.5 meters, I think she said.
Yeah, which is almost 4 yards.
Yeah. So I have a lot. And it's double, right?
Yeah.
So
there will be bags.
there will be bags, but there's somebody in particular who's going to get a bag first.
I've already got one, so.
A different bag.
Oh, well.
Has a plan. And there will be some in the shop.
Remind me that along with the big box, I need to bring my sewing machine home.
Oh, yeah. It's here.
Because now that I have this huge bag of fabric.
I think.
Are we done?
I think so.
Oh my goodness, we can get on. At 40 minutes, we can get on to something other than stash. I'm so sorry.
So.
You got any foes?
No.
I didn't think so. Because I'm such a nice person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any foes either, because I've had almost zero knitting mojo for the last 2 weeks. I think I took my knitting out once while we were in Chicago. To be fair, I've been having trouble with these 2 fingers in my thumb and in here, so I'm kind of afraid that I may have
Hurt yourself?
gotten a carpal tunnel injury, because it happened very suddenly. One day I went to pick something up and I felt this shooting pain and dropped what I was trying to pick up. And since then it's been on and off. So I think I may have injured it and I just need to leave it alone long enough for it to heal.
There's just so much.
Because I've never had trouble with my carpal tunnel area things, whatever, before. And the top of my hand feels bruised. Like it feels like somebody hit it with a hammer.
No.
Nobody did.
This is housing all the minis, Brandi.
Yeah.
I can't close it.
Just the minis that you've received
Yes.
recently.
Not
yeah.
Yes. All of them. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, because there were so many minis. So, whips.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't get a whole heck of a lot of progress. My minis live in my lovely tulip bag from Mandy Pinecone, who is the Mandy Pinecone Craft podcast. But I did make a little bit of progress. Oh, and I'm using one of her needle
There's
keepers.
a black and white fabric with that kind of pattern on it in your box. You didn't notice?
Yep. I don't know. So I was here. I got a whole 1/2 inch done. And the heel flap. Like, you can't see the heel flap, but I got the heel flap done. And I started turning the heel, and I made a mistake somewhere. Or I thought I made a mistake or something. I got a little ways into the heel turn, and I didn't like what was happening. So I am going to tink back the heel turn and start it over. These are my I'm Sorry About Vermont socks. And they are just a plain 3x2 rib in Regia 4-ply. The colorway is 00044, so it's a medium gray. I have a darker gray at home. The charcoal gray. This one's a little bit lighter. It's on 2.5 millimeter needles, which is a US 1.5, and has seen very little love other than the heel flap, which was done. I did the heel flap before I left for Chicago, so I could have showed you this last week and you wouldn't have known any different. So, sorry, I'll put this back very quickly. Get in there. My yarn, it's also in here, so it's a little awkward. I did work on this a little bit last week, not this week. This is my, yes, I'm halfway through the second ball. I wasn't even finished the first ball last week. So, this is where I was the last time you guys saw this thing, a month or 2 ago. So, I added most of the second ball.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not most yet, because this was the second ball. That was why I had stopped, was because I had to add on the second ball. So this whole thing, this whole thing is one ball.
Why add on a ball when you can knit on other things?
Well, that too.
Yeah.
So I am going to have to find a contrasting yarn for the outer edge.
So this is a blanket for...
I don't know.
Okay.
Whoever.
Okay. I was going to say if this is a boy or girl, but...
I have a few more pregnant friends. It's not going to its original intended recipient because I decided to knit a sweater for them. This might be for my cousin. Maybe. I have a cousin whose girlfriend is expecting in April. So I love this pattern. You can see the little hearts. Mm-hmm. My mother was like, there's a point missing because she thought they were squares. And she was like, there's a hole missing. And I'm like, Mom, they're hearts. And she's like, oh, that makes sense. But yes, she was very offended at the fact that there were not 4 points on the square.
What have you done?
So I pointed out that they were little hearts and she was happy again. So this is the Elven Pixie Baby Blanket by Tall Gal Knits. It's out of Schachenmayr SMC Bravo in colorway 8184 on size 4.5mm needles, which is a US 7, and I think these are yours, actually. These needles. I think you gave me these because I didn't have a 7 long enough.
Yes, but they're tarnished now. Oh, those are my Japan ones.
They're not.
Okay, it's the light, sorry. The
They're
light was
not
looking...
the slightest bit tarnished.
The light was making it look black. But no, those are just my...
These were your cheapies that you got on eBay.
Yeah.
And they are living in my You So-and-So bag. Because this is the only bag... Well, this bag is actually the perfect size. If I put all the yarn balls and the blanket in here, it fits perfectly.
Nice.
All the yarn balls are not in here because it was a pain in the butt. And I'll see if I can... Sorry, I've been writing on this. I'll refold it so you can't see the pattern. Because I'm anal. So this is what it ends up looking like when it's blocked. It's not too far off. No. But yeah, that's why I need to find the contrasting yarn is for the picot edge along the bottom.
Yeah.
Because right now it's just got a raw edge. And the last thing I'm working on went behind me. I cast this on last night.
That's a big hook.
Oh, and this is the last of my stash, by the way. I got 20 or 21 skeins of this. It is Knit Picks Brava from Knit Picks, obviously. Brava worsted in the Frisia colorway. So this was the purple that I needed to finish my cousin's blanket. So I started another square this morning. Sit. Stay. I talk to other drivers like dogs too. So there's not much to show you.
Yes, she does.
I do. Tanya actually got a really big kick out of that. It's got baubles along the middle. So there are baubles. But there aren't a lot. There's like 6 of them. So this is the square I started. It is... And where did I put that? There. Nope. Yes, it is the Traci Bunkers square from the Great American Afghan book by XRX Books. Sorry. Which is the same company that puts on Stitches events. It is Knit Picks Bravo worsted in color Frisia on size 4.5, which is US 7 needle. And I will show you a picture of the completed square. That's it there. So, I love these books. They're fantastic.
You bought them there, didn't you?
I bought them at Stitches. I want to see if I can get the rest of the collection because there are, I think, 3 that I don't have.
We'll look for them when we go.
I've got 3 of them. One of them I don't like because it's almost all color work.
Yeah, but it'd be nice just to have the whole collection.
Yeah, I know, but no, one of the ones I already have I don't like.
Oh.
Oh, I think I'm going to do this one next. Maybe. Maybe. I'm thinking of doing this one next.
That's gorgeous.
Wait. I don't want to do that one in purple, though.
No.
So, yes, I started my square. And
needles?
I already said.
Did you?
Yeah. US 7. Duh. We already went through all that. I was done. So now somebody else can talk.
Me, because I'm the only one here. I worked on my Franken socks.
No, you can't. Sorry. Art by Anna bag. Now you can talk. She's like, this is my house. Get out.
I worked on my Franken socks. So.
Which are super cute. I love the fact that one's all green and one's all not.
So, you can't even see the stitch marker. It's right there. So I got about an inch. And a lot of that was done while we were in the fabric sale. And I was walking around, and I swear 20 people went, "Good for you!"
Because you can't sew while you're walking. They were probably jealous.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm knitting. So these are two. These are on 2.25 millimeters, which is a
Stick your
US
tongue out.
one.
Stick your tongue out. There's the sticky part. Come on, stick it out.
What?
My mom, when we were kids, whenever we were having trouble talking, she'd go, "Stick your tongue out. There's the sticky bit. Now you can talk."
And
I wasn't actually going to touch your tongue, though.
My ball.
Because that'd be weird.
And it is in one of my favorite wee bags, which is this fabric, which
I like the other side better.
I will thank the person. One of the viewers sent me a link to this fabric, but when I went to go buy it, it was gone.
And it was ridiculously priced, wasn't it? Yeah, it was
but
super expensive.
Somebody said it was an exclusive at Joann's.
Oh, well, I can take a look for it.
So,
if I'd known that, I would have gone to Joann's.
No, I didn't tell you that, did I?
Nope.
And this is actually one of the bags that Diane made before I took over her shop.
Yes.
So that's one. This is La Promenade by Pearl Soho. I'm like, don't even.
I was like, but, yeah.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
Pearl Soho and Plucky Knitter are the same person?
Sorry. Wait. I swear it said no.
It's not by Pearl Soho, it's by Plucky Knitter. Sue's fired. We're in her house and it's all her equipment, but she's fired.
Oh, man.
Okay, so shall we start over?
Yes. This is the Promenade by Plucky Knitter.
Shall we cut this part out?
I don't really know.
Since you're doing the editing this week.
Yeah. And it's Cascade Heritage. No, not Cascade. I'll get back to you on that. Then I'll put it in the show notes.
Bad podcaster.
Podcaster. I'm
Podcaster,
sorry.
yes. Podcaster.
I am just lost. This is in my bag from Andrea, the cat lady. Next, I got some work done on my Waiting for Rain, which the cowl finishes today, and I ain't gonna be done. Because I don't really know if I did it right. So I got that much done. And I have the pattern in here. Because when I stretch out the pattern and look at it, it doesn't look like the picture. Selma says it does, but I don't see it. This is the noisy one. So this is Waiting for Rain by Sylvia Bobilvia, who is soft sweater. I can't really see that. Soft sweater on Ravelry, and it's got these lace panel short rows. There's like 2 or 3 of them. It's knit out of Woolmiza, pure 100 in the color Palomino on 4 millimeters, which is a US 6.
We actually saw some palominos while we were, because Rob has a bunch of horse farms along the road in his town. The main road has a bunch of horse farms, and we saw some palominos, and we were like, "That's palomino!"
This is a bag that somebody made me and sent me in a swap. It's cute. It was her first bag, or one of her first bags. She did really well.
Dude.
Yeah.
Overachieved much?
You didn't really realize that?
No.
Yeah. And there's this cute little owl for a progress keeper. It's probably not going to focus, but... and then I knit some squares on my blanket because I needed to feel like I accomplished something.
I haven't even taken mine out in weeks.
Yeah, there's a story behind why. So, bright green square, and then this one here from Selma. But this one here, I asked my husband to reach in the bag and grab me some yarn. What did he pick?
Rob's socks.
Black.
Yeah, stick it in front of me, see if you can see it.
So I had about 6 rows done when I brought it to work, and someone was like, "Yeah, no, rip that out. That's not happening."
I have a black square in my blanket. Didn't bother me.
Oh, maybe I'll put it like next to this or something somewhere else. It just did not work.
It was very jarring against the bright green.
The green.
Is that the neon green that we both had? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So 2 squares, and this is the Knitted Patchwork Recipe Blanket by Martine Ellis, and it is knit on size 2.25 millimeters, which is a US 1. That's it for that.
Do you have any more spinning?
I have spinning.
Spinning!
I have spinning. So I finished all those little bumps I did, and they're on a separate bobbin. And I started spinning some Knitty and Color that we got quite a long time ago. So
For Stitches, wasn't it?
Yep.
So that would have been Stitches 2012.
Yeah, so I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting it pretty even, but I figured I'm just going to pick fiber that I like and do it. I'm not going to keep the nice stuff. I'm just like, do it. And I finally just sat down one day and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get this. And I ordered myself a really fancy orifice hook the other day.
I saw that.
Ours comes with just this little, and every time I put it down, like this moves on top of it. So I wanted one that I could hang right here. So.
God, the raw wood is driving me crazy.
Oh, no, it doesn't drive me crazy.
She keeps touching it and it's... I can't touch popsicle sticks either.
And then last week we started the Finisher Frogget. And I have 2 things that I'm going to show you, and you need to tell me what to do. They're in hibernation right now.
See how cold I just got?
Mm-hmm.
Just from you playing with the wood? Yeah.
This is the Torn Gable.
Oh my goodness!
Stitch.
Yep.
Stitch. Got it.
Middle
Middle
of
of
a
a
row.
row. Yeah, I think there's another one.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't know. I mean, I love the colors, but really, is this going to look good on me?
Yes. Yes.
You think?
I say finish that one because you loved those colors.
Oh, the
you
colors
were so
are
excited to start it.
amazing.
I think that one needs to be a finish.
I just have so many things on the needles.
Well, it doesn't have to be finished right away.
No, but I do love this. And then I have my little bee. So that's the Torn Gable. It's in my Maryland bag, which I love.
I vote finish on that one.
Okay. I will put it in the thread. And then there's my Fractal Danger. I think I like it.
I think you like it too. I think this week they're both finishes.
So I will put it in the thread and the vote. You guys need to vote, but Lynn can veto anything. And this is in my Bling Your String bag. Oh, let me turn the paper. Oh, that didn't print very well. We've done stash. So the last thing we have.
Yep. We got an email from Kate,
who is the Yarn It lady. And she is the inventor. She's Canadian. And she is competing on a channel called QVC. That's in the States.
It's the shopping
network.
network.
It's a shopping network. And there's 3 products. Hers is one of them.
And we get it here too because my mother buys stuff from them all the time.
Well, basically, she wants us to get as many people as we can to vote for her. And I'm trying to figure out how to do this, but she sent us an entire kit to give away.
Yep.
These are the new bags. They come in several different colors.
To match your bases or not.
Mm-hmm. She sent us
a yarn it with a ball
of Chapelle.
It's like the Zauber ball, but it's the lace.
Yeah.
And the base is loaded.
The base is loaded, but you've got Addy sock rockets, turbos, and then you've got a pattern called Holy Scarf.
So the pattern, the needles are the right size for the pattern.
Yep. And then she has something that's called Bases Loaded.
Yep. Those little kits that she has with the scissors.
This comes with it, but you've got these beautiful stitch markers. Can't really see them. You've got a darning needle, and then these
adorable little rainbow scissors.
Yeah.
Look at those. They're so cute.
They fit in the base, so I'm sure she had trouble finding those. So I'm trying to figure out how to put them together with the voting. So that needs to be thought about a little bit.
Well, I think along the lines of once you've voted, come on back, post in the thread, let us know you voted, and you'll be eligible for that. Yeah,
because this is a $130 kit.
Yep.
US. So that's pretty amazing. And she's like, I'll just send you one. I'm like, okay, 2 days later I get a box. I'm like, oh my god. So I will be buying one of these bags if she's at Stitches. which I hope she is. I think she said she has a booth, but she's not confirmed which one or something. But is that it?
I think so.
Yeah.
So we finally made it to the end. It's been an hour.
40 minutes of that was stashed.
40 minutes of that was stashed because I have not been knitting for like 2 weeks now. Yeah. I promise I will never, ever again have this much stash in one go. Because poor Rob, I get more mail at his house now than he does.
My mail goes there too sometimes.
Yeah. This time it was all me though. Well, no, that's not true. Tanya got a package too.
Well, I'll probably be sending a package there to pick up in August.
Because Tanya also got a package at Rob's house, and he was like, how many people do you have sending mail to my house? And I'm like, no promises.
I have some packages coming.
It's okay, you have one coming from him too. You have to check your email.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I'll have to pay him. I need to pay him, or do I pay you?
Yes, no, you pay him.
Okay, so I have some stash coming from Rob apparently, but something that I asked for.
Yes,
Duh.
something she ordered.
Yes.
It's all good.
And
Tanya, you do too.
I managed to score some mustache in the BB-8 colorway. I saw it on Instagram and I thought, there's no way it was posted 4 hours ago. I'm never going to get it. There was still some there. So my husband doesn't know this. It's for him. And then
is he still standing over the window?
No. And then I may or may not have scored a kit from Hugh Loco with a pattern by Mina.
Okay.
Spending money.
No, that's being sent here.
Spending money I don't have?
The stuff from Bags by Awesome Granny is going to my house.
Okay. Oh, we're doing that soon?
Yes.
May?
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
When it gets here.
Yeah, so not sure when we'll put up the Seattle Sky Dyeworks stuff for the giveaway. We've kind of been...
It's going to be added to the bag for right now.
Yeah. Not the bag.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's how much stuff we have.
This is getting out of hand.
Yep.
I think this year when we go to Stitches, we will not be asking people for donations to the podcast.
No.
Because we still have stuff from last year's Stitches. That pink and blue is from last year.
That pattern on top is for the knit along. We have the tubes. Maybe we should do one of those.
Well, maybe we should save those for the sock thing.
Yeah, because Selma wanted to do this, but I'm like, no, we have to do it in tandem.
For the socks, because that's, first of all, there's a pattern that goes with that. Yeah. It's got nothing to do with socks.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yes, we will be doing the Yarn It giveaway probably, when is that we have to get it done by?
The voting ends on the 5th, so we need to get it up now.
So it's this week, so we'll be announcing the winner for that next week.
Yeah. So, go vote, come back, and post that you voted. Should we ask for a screenshot?
Nah.
Not everybody can do that. Knitters are honest.
Yeah. Be honest.
Yeah.
Because I know where you live.
Yeah. Maybe.
I can track you down.
I was trying to keep a straight face. Did you want to show these before we finish?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I totally forgot
You're
about
welcome,
this.
Sarah.
My friend Sarah, who is not any of the other Sarahs,
yes.
She is Rabbit Ribbit on Ravelry. She gave us these lovely stitch markers a little while back, and Selma has some as well. I'll put them in front of me because I'm black. There.
Now focus.
Put your hand behind it. Let's see.
Almost.
Anyway, they're really cute stitch markers.
There we go. Focus.
Silly
Non-focus.
computer.
You moved.
I'm sorry.
She's like, find them. I'm like, oh, they're in use. Which project are they on?
So my friend Sarah has finally opened her Etsy shop. She is Rabbit Ribbit on Etsy. And she makes really pretty stitch markers. And she with each set of stitch markers, she sends a little card explaining what the stones are and what they represent, what they do, sort of thing. So she's got lots of pretty ones. The orange and green ones were Selma's, so we didn't get to show you those because she has them. But these are I think these are moonstone or something like that. And I don't remember what the black is. But she uses copper wire. And they are little open stitch markers like that.
So crochet or knitting.
Yep. They're good for both. And so go check her out on Etsy.
Yeah, we will link it in the show notes.
Yes, we will. So, hi, Sarah. She was super excited the other day when she told me she'd opened her shop. So,
yeah.
I'm super excited too. And go
we
visit
will
her.
Plug the snot out of it.
Yes, we will.
So, I think we're done.
Oh, thank God.
We've got to clean up this. Well, most
of my stuff is back in the box. There is this huge pile on the sewing machine that belongs to Selma.
And I'm not allowed to bring it to her. Does she
She's
get
come
get
get
her
it.
winter camp prize?
Yes, she can have her winter camp prize. Actually, she can have her stuff, but she needs to show it on the next podcast.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna put it all in this big envelope that I got from Brandi.
And I need to lug it to work.
She can have her stuff, but she'll have to bring it back and show it on the podcast.
Or I can just keep it hostage.
You could. This is your bag from Brandi.
We're not showing you the rest.
Isn't it pretty? You can't see the rest of the stuff. Because I'm mean. So, anyway, that's it.
She's going to love that huge sweater bag.
I'm just
so, off to editing we go. And happy crafting, and we'll see you all next week.
That's mine. That's not hers.
Bye.
Bye.